Hello, YouTube viewers. Hello, it's me again. It's Dennis Crosby, and this is like a afternoon edition. And it's ironic because I hadn't had problems with my phone, and like on this topic, I'm having problems with my phone. Go figure. But this video is gonna be made because it's the part two to how to deal with fake friends, part two. And I was gonna say that, but the reason I'm coming back to this is because some of the things I said in my earlier video are some of the things that happen. And one of those things is where, you know, these people will come to one of your friends who unknowingly knows that you don't deal with the person, to get the person who they think that you're close to bring them to you. So you're going to want to check out, after you see this, you maybe want to go and check out my YouTube channel. Check out part one of how to deal with fake friends. But now I want to start this. In part one of how to deal with fake friends, I said that a fake, number one, they'll use other friends that you have to try to infiltrate, try to get in with them, and then have them bring them to you. So, and then the second thing that I said in the first video for how to deal with fake friends is that it doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the people. They still want to come after your life. They still want to, harm you in some kind of way, in whichever way that they can harm you. But we have the power to call those people out. Because like I said, understanding your subconscious allows you to, say, hey, you know what, I'm not going to file this away and deal with it like I've been and say, hey, well, it's just the way things is. I'm going to stay quiet and allow things to continue to happen. We don't do that. And you shouldn't do that. But to go back to how this applies to fake friends and how it applies to your life is because all situations are the same. So I want to start this to say to the viewers that, over 2 years ago I filed a complaint, all right, against an organization. So this organization had to answer questions, some real tough questions. But then, the investigation came, which was out of my hand. I only told them what was being done to me personally. So from that, I received harassment. I received harassment. I received vandalism. I received theft. And this is all where I live now. So right you see in the background. This is all here. So this is why I want to come out to say, what my story is, because, we have to understand that, when you do, there's people going to be around you. And those people, they want to cause harm to you. And, especially if they can't get to you, it makes them even angrier at you. But the thing is, you're a good person. You never did anything to anyone. And then, in our minds, we're like, oh, just let it go. But I can't do that anymore, and nor should you. So I'm going to explain to you how I dealt with these individuals. Okay? So now I explained that I had filed a complaint. So now for the past 2 years, different people have been coming. And like, if anyone's from the city, in a I live in a small town like this, when something is up. I'm a city person, and color of your skin makes you aware of what's going on around you. So it's not for me to allow somebody to just come up and get close and say, hey, I'm a friend, I'm cool, I agree with you, and, I like the same thing, or I do the same thing. And that's how fake people come. They agree with you, they everything. Someone's like, wow, where you been? You're my best buddy, you're my best pal. And for the women, what I'm saying, that where females are coming in that same way, because no sex is different when it comes to evil. Evil is evil, and we can't look at it as fake friends. We can't look at it as, bad people. No, evil is evil. When somebody can smile in your face, and underneath that mask, they want to cause you so much harm, and then when they cause you harm, and I'm going to explain that after, because one of the people smiled in my face. So, all right, to go into the past week, like I said, it's been going on for a minute, and I've just been ignoring, but when you go to a friend or ex-friend to have that person come, and that person is an ex-friend, not a friend of the present, but but before they went to that ex-friend that they could get to bring that person to me, they went to my real friend, and he was unaware of what was being done. He was unaware. So, long story short, 3 days ago, I'm walking with a friend, and that's the friend that I am friends with. So this person knew I would stop because I stop all the time. So now let that remind you. That means this person's watching me. But sometimes it's not just one. And that's where I'm going to really, really break it down. And you're going to see that, you think it's one person. I said this in my first video. Sometimes we think it's one person that's coming at us like that. And it's not. Evil is evil. And it will recruit. And it even says it in most people who are religious, no matter what religion you're in, it'll tell you the same thing. But we don't apply that to reality. Once we leave out of the religious center, we don't apply that. We just think it doesn't exist. So again, a reality is split. Divided reality is not reality. You're only living in your own reality. So I conversate with my friend for like maybe 2 minutes and walk away. Me and my friend we end up, walking away, going about our way. So now there's no way to get in. No way for that person to get in. Now this is 3 days ago. Now 2 days ago, she's back with that friend again, and she knew that she knew that I was going to talk to that friend. So when she ended up getting into the conversation, and then I was like, you know what? I'm walking away because I really don't want to talk to you. I know, I feel your negative energy. I know that who you are. You're negative. So, and again, when you clear your conscience, you get to feel this stuff. You'll know when something's negative. You'll know when someone's coming at you too fast. You'll know when someone's coming at you in the wrong way and what they're saying is not genuine. And I walked away. I said, all right, told my friend, have a good day. Walked away. She followed me. So if you were here conversating with my friend, but now you're there the whole time, but now you're following me, like trying to keep a conversation going. All right? So I start to run, start jogging, because this morning I work out. So now we get to today, Friday. All right? So now this is where she's not the only person that has been sitting there doing this. There's different people that they're using to do it, but today was a day where, they've been spending, you got to think about this. They're spending money. What are those people making? I caught 5 of them that were out there. So they were switched between all of them. They're like, he's not going to talk to me. We got to send somebody else out there. Oh, he's not going to talk to me. So let's send somebody else out there. Oh, well, he's not. How much money? Who's paying for this? The people that I filed a complaint about. People I filed a complaint for. The people who were found guilty for the wrongdoings that they had did to me. That anger never left. And where I live, they use my neighbors. They'll use anybody that they can use to turn around and cause problems. Like I said, I face vandalism. I face theft. I face everything. I have cameras in my car. I have cameras in my house. Because like I said, out here, I can live in fear. People will say, move. No, I'm not. And that's why I say for us, that once we reshape our subconscious and know who we are, then they're the ones who are in fear. Because we're strong. And we can't be moved. And no matter how many different ways these people come at us, these fake people come at us, we shoot them down every time. And then they'll come back in a different form. They'll send somebody else. But at the end of the day, that root goes all the way back to that organization. So, to get back to today, I see her with another friend who is an ex-friend, and they're walking. So now I'm coming up towards them. But I'm saying today, I see something going on. So I seen the guys that they tried the first guy. It's like all the people that they tried to send at me were on that one, all in that one area today. So, I knew it. So I said I have to do loops. And this is what you do. So this is information. When you feel like, somebody is sitting there playing games with you, don't be afraid to turn the tables and watch that person. Take some time and really watch that person, because they're going to show you that what they're doing. They're not always, when you're doing things out of hate, you're going to make mistakes. That's why I say your subconscious is always, that you're the best person that you can be. You know that you want the best for yourself and the people around you. Then you're strong. And so to go back, I did these loops where all of them were at the same juncture, where I can call them all out to say, how do you know this person who's my ex-friend? How do you know this person who is my friend? How do you know, when did you meet? And there was no answer. And then she says, oh, well, she shows a T-shirt, and she's like, oh, this is what I'm about. It's a church shirt. Well, I got on a runner's marathon shirt. Can I walk around and tell people I run marathons? So that tells you, remember, you think about the maturity age that I talked about. I said that, when people go into their subconscious, when you call them out, they go into their maturity age. So think about that response. This is what a kid would say something like that. You know what I mean? Or an adult would have pulled out their ID or put out their insurance card to say, hey, this is the company I work for, if you really wanted somebody to believe what you were saying. But at the end of the day, none of them could sit there and verify her. Each one of these people she came at in different ways, and each one of these people she came at on that day. So now I'm calling them out. Now remember, she's a female, so she's all by herself. Evil don't work like that. Somebody got to protect the female. So now there's a woman and a man that was walking behind me, and I looped them too, because they were strangers, people I had never seen before. And I was like, growing up black, these are cops. Cops. Why would they be, doing that? And I said, there's a setup going on. There's something going on where they want to set me up, because now, what I'm saying, the people who I filed a complaint about, they might be trying to get in touch with me, well, in kind of a way they are, because I'm going to see them on Monday. But, they could be trying to, set me up because, of everything the questions that they have to answer. You know what I'm saying? And they know that I'll probably be valuable in anything that's going on against them for, the things that they have done. So from the two, the woman and the man, that I was like, oh, these are cops. So then there's a guy, a tall guy. And I thought that, excuse me for saying that. I thought I kind of thought that he like guys. All right. So, I stayed away from him because I was like, this guy, been following me. He knows where they know where I live. This is why I said I have to do something about this. I said, because everything, when I walk out of my house, it's always almost like clockwork. So that's my neighbors incorporated in this. Think about that. Think about how far evil runs. And think about how bad people want to get to your light to bring you down, because their light is so dark that they can't even deal with themselves. They have to do bad to you. So now I see the tall guy, and now I realize that he must be also a cop. Somebody has to watch out for this woman. Remember, she's a tiny woman. You know what I'm saying? So that makes her vulnerable for whatever it is she's doing. But think about the money. Think about how much that's costing them. They don't mind paying out to do this stuff. So this is why I'm saying, when you think what you're going through is just a person who don't like you, or a person that's just a hater, haters have fans. 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 Haters have fans. And those fans hate you also because they want to see the, things in you. You know what I mean? So this is why I say, for us who are continuously waking up, we're continuously, working on ourselves, we have to continue to improve. And by improving, what I'm saying, we stand. We stand. In the face of this, we stand. So in short, I confronted them. I confronted them all. So now they have to go back to the drawing board to come back at me again in a different way. And that's the way things are happening with you all out there as well in life. Whether, it be, once you catch up on a bill, it's a next bill there, or, once you catch up on a bill, then you end up, getting sick and you got to go to the hospital, so whatever you catch up with, and now you're back in one. So, it doesn't matter what the situations is. We think that evil only exists inside the church or the mosque. But then we come out into the real world and we say, oh, I don't exist out here. Come on, wake up. Wake up. Because like I said, you have to confront it. Because when you confront it, it's saying almost like you're confronting that spirit that's inside these people. But from that, there were two, one of the people, my friend, the one who they blindsided him, when they sat there and they were all grouped up, he came over and he's like, Dennis, he's like, you're right. He said, I just met her like a couple of days ago. And he said, I do find it kind of ironic that, she's the conversation. He said, but explain to me what's going on. He said, because, you're my friend. I consider you my friend. And for that, we rebonded. And there was no negative feelings towards him because he was a victim in this. But the other friend, the one who's the ex-friend, the one who said to me, oh, people are nice to you, but I don't know why they're not nice to me. That's why I don't hang with you guys. That's why I don't hang with you. Anyone that would say something like that, that's crazy. I wouldn't hang with a person like that. So for him, he walked off with the group. He walked off with the group because he knew everything that was being said. Now you got to still walk around. You got to see me. You still walk around and, I'm going to look at you because now you're evil. Your mask is off. I see you for who you are. So that's the strength. That's the power that you get when you take the time out to know yourself and you expose, you expose fake stuff that's going on around you. But when it comes back in the form of something like these plots where multiple people and narcissism, they call it flying monkeys. And I live around a lot of flying monkeys. But at the same time, we got flying monkeys all over this world. So the only way you stop that, know yourself. Go back to the earlier video today, know yourself. So any one of my videos, you'll see that the education is real. But now these principles are being applied and how they apply. So anything that I say in my videos and it applies to me in actual reality, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to share it. But think about that, Friday people. How much money did it cost those people? And remember, they've been doing it for years. Like I said, all the people have been changing. They'll try one person, I'll figure them out. They'll bring another person, I'll figure them out. They'll do different stuff, I figure that out. And it's like, that's anger. It's like, we're not going to give up. We are going to get you, We're going to get you, So, wake up, people. We need to work together. We need to really stop. And for people in relationships, staying in relationships, make them work. People who are trying to find relationships, be in those relationships, be true to yourself. Whether it's a relationship for interacting with society or on the job, but, know yourself because these things are key. And like I said, I confronted those people in my way, but, you confront it in your way because your subconscious, my subconscious now says not having it. So, if you make a mistake and you slip up, and they will slip up because in my case, it was costing a lot of money to do that. And they're like, hey, we're not getting any results. Go to a friend. Who's he hanging out with? So that's what they did. They ramped it up. So like I said, even when people try to come at you, they try to meet you, they try to be your friend, take time. pull back. Even people that you know that might say something slick, like I said, all it took for that guy, the ex-former friend, for me to walk away from him was when a person said good morning to me, and he's like, why are people nice to you, but they're not nice to me? That's crazy. What one man can do, another man can do. What one woman can do, another woman can do. What one child can do, another child can do. There's no need for the hatred. There's no need for jealousy. These are things that are in our subconscious. Like I said, the programs that's being played, these programs are running nonstop. And now these programs are it's being run out here to us. We're running these programs. We're running these games on one another. And at the end of the day, I don't sit back and say, why me? I say that they want my life. They know that the Creator who created all of us is working with me. It don't take a book, and it don't take a showy display. Your light is bright because you are within yourself. You are allowing this light to get brighter. I take the time to know where I came from. I take the time to know why things happen. Because again, unless we can see the program, we can't change the program. That's why I say we can't change a person. A person can only change themselves. But what I want to leave you with is that's how you deal with fake friends. You turn the tables. You take the time out and you watch what these people are doing instead of just going about your day saying, hey, it's all about me, which I don't. I'm always paying attention to my surroundings. Because like I said, bad things and bad people, they're all over the place. Being in the wrong place and doing things at the wrong time, we're living in a day and age where you have to be wary. Like I said, I wouldn't have cameras in my house, cameras in my vehicle, and my when I walk, wherever I go, I got a camera that's constantly recording conversation. So, you know what I mean? That's just me. Because like I said, once I woke up, I woke up. So, everybody that's out there, let's all wake up as well. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, who would have knew if again, to my friend who said, hey, look, I'm your friend. You're right. This kind of shady. Come explain yours. So that was another friend. But then there was a friend not a friend, a guy that I see every morning. I wave hi and say good morning to him. And he walked over and he was like, hey, he's like, I know something is going on here. He said, but I know that you're a cool person. So, he's saying this to me as I see him later going down the trail. But he just slowed up and he just stood. Like to say, I'm going to watch. I'm going to make sure that you're okay. But then I turned around and everybody had dispersed. Because like I said, it shouldn't be a thing of violence. We should never show violence. But we should confront evil for what it is. And I call those people, all 5 of those people, outside of my friend that walked over, so that would have made 7 if he would have sided with them. But he decided that, truth is truth. Loyalty is loyalty, and if someone is nice to you and never did nothing wrong, a group of people is not going to change his mind. So for that friend, I'm not putting your name out there on it, but I know you're watching. I got mad love for you. And thank you so much for doing, the right thing. And you'll be blessed for that. And for the brother that, he stood there to make sure I was okay, I got love for you for that. I got much love for you for that. But for those 5 that I turned around and called evil, they were just that. Or 6. They were just that. Evil. So, that's what you do once you turn the tables on a friend. But you do it in a way where you know that you're okay. Like I said, for me, I was kind of quick and kind of, not the right space to have done it. Because like I said, if my friend didn't walk away from them to say, then it would have been their word against mine. And where is Black Lives Matter for me? And that's what I want to leave you with. We put those things up, but Black Lives Matter knew what was happening about the harassment. Black Lives Matter knew about the vandalism and the thefts and breaking into the mailboxes. Black Lives Matter knew about that. Did nothing. Nothing. So, know who's here for you. And know, that, people will sit back and you take on these causes. I shouldn't even go into that point. I'm not. But they knew. So I'm not going to do that. Because, the people are out there, they don't know. Like I said in some of my earlier videos, that some of the things that we think people stand for because they use words that sound like something, they actually don't provide that service. And obviously they didn't provide that service for me. And how many other people that's out there they didn't provide this service for? So, like I said, it was wrong because, like I said, if he didn't, come over and say, hey, Dennis, I knew something was screwed up with this. Think about that. Having all those people, it would have been my word against theirs. For whatever that woman had planned for me, which I think they said that they were trying to incarcerate me or, get me in some kind of a trouble so that it can make the complaint go away. But if that complaint is still going on and they still investing money to come at me like this, I'm telling the truth. And together, YouTube viewers, we are going to turn around and we are going to, get stronger. And we're going to, we're not allowing these things. And we're not allowing fake people to come around us. And like I said, you got to think about this. If I didn't see what that other friend had did and cut him off, think about what the situation I'd be in. So, fake friends are always going to be there. Fake people are always going to be there. And especially if you speak up, you're going to be a target. So think about the years that this is happening. And I walk out of my house every day and, almost every day, you never know what to expect. Another way to come at you. Another way, or somebody else, another wave of a group to come at you. So step back. When people are trying to be your friend, step back. Take that time. If somebody's trying to come and try to, when it comes to dating, step back. You show interest, step back. Time will show who that person is. And like in my case, all these years going by, they got tired of waiting. But I can wait. I can keep on waiting. I wait. I'll wait. Why they can't wait? They're like, no, this is costing us money. And the thing is, you got to think, when it comes to also a narcissist, there's a thing called flying monkeys. And, my thing is, if they're watching this also, but the people that was out on, out there trying to do what they were doing to me, trying to come and, befriend me, they're getting paid for it. These people ain't. And they're doing all the work. And these guys are getting paid. But now they got to get a bunch of new people. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's not going to move me. I done been through everything that I've been through. There's nothing in this world that I fear anymore. Nothing. So I know that I'm strong, and I know that a lot of people that are out there, the viewers and the people, I know that not everyone can have that mindset that I have, that or be brought to the mindset that I have. But I am saying you will have to take on some of these attitudes if you want to, live a better life. And that's what I'm going to do. I leave all this, I set it out here to get this information out to you. Now I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. Matter of fact, we'll make me a nice big lunch and sit out here and eat. So, you have a good day. Sorry that this video was a little longer than what it needed to be. But look at my videos, because what happened today is something I had talked about, maybe 2 weeks ago. And they're watching it. And even though they watched it, and I said that they would use a friend to come in and introduce themselves and try to get in with you, they're like, he said it, but he's just saying blowing in the wind. And then it happened. So because it happened, I called you out. Called you all out. So y'all have a beautiful weekend, because I know y'all watching this video. But for my YouTube viewers, we're strong together. We're strong together. because we're up against something that's unseen. In all of our lives, we're up against something unseen. And we can use that word fake friends. We can use that word narcissist. We can use that word manipulators. We can use that word a-hole. We can use that word bi. We can use so many different words. But at the end of the day, evil. So, peace and blessings, everybody. Get them smiles on your face and know that, you know what I'm saying, when you stand, there's no greater feeling. So I'm just saying that I get up every morning with y'all and I'm like, oh, we still standing. And then for me to call out fake friends, fake people, and still stand and still be in a good mood. I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I'm not walking around with none of this stuff and can just brush it off. It's because my subconscious won't let me even look at it. Saying, go ahead, put this out here for the people. Go make yourself something to eat. And, you know what I'm saying, get ready for your weekend coming up this weekend. You know? So, with that, I want to say, click, like, and subscribe. Also, you know, go to the YouTube channel. Because, you know, the more views on YouTube that I get and the subscriptions I get, you know, 30%, which I think it was 20% before, but 30% of my viewers are coming from overseas, mostly from the Middle East and out of Africa. So, and they can't subscribe, you know what I mean? So they're in a situation where they can't subscribe. So, you know, it gets the videos out to people from all over. You know, love and positivity is something that we all want, and that's what we talk about, you know, having a better understanding of ourselves in order to make, you know, life better for the people around us as well, and to be able to be there for the people around us as well. So, again, I'm not going to keep you. And if this, I know this is a long video, but, you know, put this on hold. Save it. Save it and look at it at another time, because everything that's in this video is what's happening in your life when you talk about haters and jealousy and stuff like that, and that other people can be recruited to do this also to you. So, with that again, peace, blessings, I'm out. Till tomorrow, though, I'll be first thing in the morning. Like I said, we wake up together, you know. The only way they can't do that is for them to try to take me somewhere where I don't want to be. And that's not going to happen either, because we're doing this together, you know. All right? Peace.